Hello, children. How are you all? Hope everybody is doing fine. Today, we are going to learn about the new chapter Why Do We Fall Ill? There is a common proverb health is wealth. When our health do not support us, we frequently fall ill. And if our immune system becomes weak, we become vulnerable to diseases. As a result, we lose interest in daily course of life and it leads to failure in many aspects of life. So health is most important. But what is health? Does it only mean physical well-being? Of course not. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. The person who is meant to be healthy, he has to be healthy mentally, physically, and also socially. So, a healthy well being is strong physically as well as mentally and socially. A disease free person cannot always be said to be healthy because apparently he might looks healthy, but internally he might have some problems which are not visible from the outside. So a disease free person cannot be said always as healthy. What are the basic conditions for good health? Proper balanced diet and nutritious diet is very important to keep a person fit and fine. Because nutritious diet provides essential nutrition to keep ourselves fit and it will help us to fight against the diseases. Personal hygiene is to be maintained by everyone to keep oneself disease free. Clean surroundings and clean environment also have a great impact on individuals' health. Our health also depends on healthy air. If the air is polluted in the surrounding, we might fall sick. So our lifespan greatly depends on pollution-free environment. Regular exercise is very much necessary to keep ourselves fit and fine. Proper rest is another aspect to keep oneself healthy. Good standard of living and economic status is another factor that greatly determines one's health. Poor living standard and malnutrition greatly affects the health of the individual, especially the children. You know that in India, many children are suffering from malnutrition, that is, inappropriate diet. Disease and its causes. Disease. When the body is not at ease, that is comfortable, then it is said to be having a disease. When there is a disease, the functioning or appearance of one or more systems in the body changes. So disease is a manifestation of some kind of disorders in the body. Depending on the duration, disease is classified as acute and chronic disease. Acute disease. Diseases that last for only short period of time and we get recovered from that disease within few days are known as acute diseases. For example, headache, common cold. We get recovered within few days from common cold. Chronic disease. The diseases which last for long period of time are called as chronic diseases. For example, elephantiasis, tuberculosis, or pneumonia, cancer, etc. Causes of diseases. Diseases can be caused due to immediate causes and contributory causes. Immediate cause. The organisms, that is the pathogens like virus, bacteria, protozoa, etc. which enter our body and cause diseases is called immediate causes. For example, virus. Then contributory causes. The secondary factors which let these organisms enter our body are known as contributory cause. For example, through dirty water, unclear surroundings, contaminated food, improper nourishment, poverty, poor standard of living, the pathogens can enter the body and causes diseases. Diseases can be due to infectious and non-infectious causes. What is meant by infectious cause? Diseases where microbes are the immediate causes are called infectious diseases. The infection spreads from one person to another. Non-infectious causes. Some diseases that do not spread in the community but remains internal in the body are known as non-infectious diseases. For example, cancer, genetic abnormalities, high blood pressure, etc. These diseases do not spread from one person to another. But genetic abnormalities can be hereditary. So it might be passed from one generation to the next generation. Peptic ulcers and the Nobel Prize. For many years, people thought that peptic ulcer in the stomach is caused due to a lot of acid secretion in the stomach as a result of stressful lifestyle, and it causes acidity-related pain in the stomach. But two Australians, Warren and Marshall, made a discovery of a bacterium, namely Helicobacter pylori, which was responsible for peptic ulcer. So Helicobacter pylori is the causative organism for the disease peptic ulcer, and this disease is cured by treating with antibiotics. For this achievement, that is the discovery of the bacteria, Marshall and Warren, seen in the picture, received the Nobel Prize for Physiology and Medicine in 2005. Thank you.